Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and in this video we're going to break down the Bell Broozer helmet available at RevZilla.com. So what you're going to see here is really a step up from the Bell Rogue. If you're not familiar, the Bell Rogue is a half helmet that has a little plastic kind of a breath guard that sits across it. What you're going to see here is now a 3/4 helmet that also can be converted into a full face helmet. The safety rating, the DOT ECE safety rating, is dual homologated, so it's actually DOT ECE rated in both a 3/4 position as well as a full face position. So just keep that in mind when we're talking about a step up from the Bell Rogue, which that breath guard really offers no safety whatsoever. So this is going to come in around the $230 price point. And remember that at RevZilla we have the price match guarantee, so you are guaranteed to get the lowest price. But just so we know what realm we're playing in here, right around the $230 mark for the solid colors. And I say solid colors, I got the matte in front of me. It shows all your fingerprints. So just keep that in mind. That's the only problem with some of these matte blacks, is that if you're someone that likes to keep your helmet looking completely clean, this color might not be the one for you. Go with a gloss finish. Now, construction is a polycarb shell, 3 different shell sizes, which is actually nice considering the price point that you're getting here and considering the fact that it is that 3/4 helmet, because it makes the helmet sit a little bit smaller in the smaller sizes. The shell breakdown is going to run from extra small to small, from medium to large, and then from extra large up to 2XL. DOT ECE rated, like I said, in both the 3/4 and the full face position. 4 intake vents, no exhaust vents. So that's going to be one of my biggest critiques as we walk through this, and you'll see it on the inside. Bell did a really good job of putting the cutaways and the channels in the EPS for the ventilation, but there's nowhere for that air to go. So I would love to see some exhaust vents added, for the next iteration of this. Intermediate oval head shape. A little bit longer front to back, a little bit narrowed on the side of the head. And this is something that we saw Bell update with their Custom 500 a few years back. The problem when that helmet was first originally introduced was it was very round, very uncomfortable to wear. If you were typically an extra large, I remember having to size up to like a 3XL to get it to fit me correctly. They fixed that years ago, and it's carried over into the Bruiser. It's an intermediate oval, so if you don't know anything about internal helmet shape, make sure to check out our video where we walk you through how to size a helmet. But what you need to know is a little bit longer front to back, slightly narrower down the side of the head, and it's going to work for the majority of riders out there in the American market. Now, like I said, this is going to be a step up from the Rogue in Bell's line, and I say that because if we open up this face shield, what you'll have are 2 tabs in the bottom. And if I pull it up, you can see it right here. There's 2 little like gray tabs that you're gonna notice right there. When you pull those down, you can actually pull the front of the helmet off, and you can convert this into a 3/4 helmet. Now, in that position, you get a full 3/4 helmet. It's down, it's over the ears, it's giving you that protection around the side of the head. The Bell Rogue doesn't have that. So again, you're stepping up your protection from the Bell Rogue, but you're still able to get some real protection to the front of this as well. The face shield, what's really cool about this is it not only protects your eyes in this dark smoke, but there's also going to be a clear shield included in the box. So you can run this with either clear during the nighttime, or you can run the dark smoke during the daytime. And it's super easy. You just pull this out and you pop the new one back in. You can see there's no real special tabs. You just go ahead and you grab it, and you can pull it right out. I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna get fingerprints all over this shield, and besides, we're gonna pop that up right now anyway as we work our way to the interior. But the one thing I do wanna note, I talked earlier about the venting. You are gonna have the little 1 clear actuated vent on the top, and if you are using this in the full face position, you are gonna have 1 vent at the chin as well. And you can see very basic on the inside. For those of you that want to see the interior of this, the tabs slide right back into place. So there's really nothing to do if you want to put it back into the full face position. You simply line up the tabs on both sides, and it snaps right into place. So it's super easy to do, and then you're getting that full face protection if you want it, or maybe you just want protection from the elements. Our camerawoman, Allie, was actually riding in today, and she said, it'd be really nice to have a full face helmet when it's snowing outside, because it was snowing here in Philadelphia. So, having that extra protection from the elements when it's cold, and then being able to go to the 3/4 lid in the summertime is a nice little feature for those of you out there that like using a 3/4 helmet, but every now and then you want a little bit of that added comfort and protection. Let's take a look at the inside. So it is going to be a ratchet strap as far as getting this on and off. There's no double D-rings. This is just divisive. Some people love the ratchet strap, some people hate it, but It is a ratchet strap, easy to use, locked into place, and you can ride. There's no double D-rings you have to, slide everything through and make sure you're locked up. Cheek pad's very basic. You got 2 snaps, and you have Velcro. My only nitpick here is that the Velcro seems pretty light. I would imagine that if you're taking the cheek pads in and out quite a bit, that could wear out, but you do have those 2 snaps there. I can't imagine that you're taking the cheek pads in and out very often because there's no speaker cutouts with this. That's something that I would love to see in a future iteration, is maybe some speaker cutouts in here. Now, I don't know if the rider that's looking at this helmet really needs a comm system or wants a comm system, but it would just be nice to have that feature added. As it stands right now, you can make a speaker work in here. It just might not be the most comfortable option, as it might put a little bit of pressure up against your the sides of your heads. Side of your head, not heads. You got 2 snaps, and then the back just pops right out. Very simple in its design as far as getting the liner in and out. I was playing around with this yesterday. It's a little bit of a tug right in the middle in the back, but you're not going to break anything. You just have to give it a good pull, and it slides right out. And then when you're putting it back in, this whole portion slides into the back, and you do have 2 snaps at the front. So you can still get the liner in and out if you want to clean this from time to time, but not something you would need to take in and out very often. Very basic liner. You can see you do have the little cutouts in the channels in the top and the sides for vents. That's where we talk about the inside of this. I think Bell did an excellent job of actually putting the channeled cutouts into the EPS. You can see massive cutouts, really allowing all that air to come in from the front, but there's nowhere for it to really push out in the back. So that's where I would love to just see 2 small, exhaust ports in the back for those hotter months of the year. But as far as the channels and the cutouts with this, I think Bell did an excellent job. Just would love to see them complete that iteration the next time around. But for those of you out there that are currently using either a Bell Rogue and you want more protection, or you're just using a 3/4 helmet and you would like that full face option from time to time, I think the Bruiser helmet from Bell is a excellent choice for you to consider, especially considering you do get that DOT ECE safety rating in both positions. And again, comes in around that $230 price point. Now, if you're not sure if this is right for you, you want more input from other riders that are already using it, you can click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. You can read other rider reviews. You can always reach out to one of our gear geeks at 877-792-9455. You can shoot an email to cs@revzilla.com. and they can talk you through all the different helmet options that are available for you to choose from. I want to thank you for joining us for this look at the Bell Broozer helmet. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.